We have a big update coming inside of Diablo Immortal, so today I brought Indez back over to the channel to discuss the patch notes, the incoming update, the collaboration, the nerf. Everything is going to be discussed today in an Immortal podcast, echoing Indez fashion. Indez, thanks for coming through, bro.
And always nice to be here today. We're gonna have a banger one because I am very excited for this collab, man.
Me too, brother. First of all, I love getting together with you. Second, I like talking Diablo Immortal. And there's a lot of cool things because we're talking about a collaboration that is from some IPs that I think fit very well together. I think we're going to have a really successful one here. And it's starting out here. I got the patch notes up and we do have some footage as well. Something that I like, Indez, that they're doing inside of this update, rather than bringing us a boss fight that takes us 20 to 30 seconds to defeat, they actually are highlighting this in a gameplay mode that everyone loves, which is Survivor's Bane. So now we're going to have a Doom-themed Survivor's Bane, which is going to be pretty freaking awesome. What do you think of this?
I think like this is a step forward because like if we remember during the Berserk collab, they just picked up on the Survivor's Bane and they did a reskin on the map, but this time they actually went the extra mile and they are actually bringing even new skills like the Slayer skill. So all these black shields and like the shotgun effects and all these things, they are actually new skills that we're having. So I think like this is just a step forward to make these collabs like way better. And I'm really excited to try this one because last time on the Berserk, yeah, it's a new map, it's cool, but it's exactly the same things that you're gonna do. Here, there is a new component. You probably can try even new builds and new ways to play the game mode. And I believe that at the end, you're gonna also face a new boss. So hopefully they're gonna make it harder. But yeah, pretty excited for this mode.
I am too, man. I mean, I love Survivor's Bane. I think it's like the casual gamer's dream game mode for Diablo. And yeah, the final boss is going to be the Cyber Demon, I think his name is, which,
yeah,
whether it's more difficult or not than the Butcher at the end, it's a cool looking thing that brings you into the whole Doom theme. I was just happy that they did it here and that it wasn't just a skin change, that it's actually going to be, as you can see, then different weapons and abilities and all that stuff. And actually the details of that are right over here somewhere.
Yeah, they are a bit below.
Oh, here they are. Yeah. Okay, so these are all of the different skills that you're getting, which is just some variety. It's just some new variety, which is nice, in my opinion. We also are getting that legendary gem. 2-star legendary gem. Recently, Indez, you've made the point that 5-star legendary gems are getting so good that you can't even see as many opportunities for people to say that they should be wearing 2-star gems. Is this 2-star gem going to change your mind on that? How good do you think it is? Who's it for?
I mean, like right now, what the gem is gonna do is basically you're gonna have a stacking system that once it stacks to 6 times, it's gonna keep increasing your damage and your movement speed. But right now, we don't really know the percentage. So if it is around like maybe 24% or maybe 28% increase speed and also increase damage, I feel like it probably is gonna be a very viable gem to actually go and play with. If it is below that, yeah, we go back to this to be in the same position that eventually you're not gonna have this 2-star gem like really high leveled up, because also have in mind this is also a limited edition, so it's only gonna stay inside the game for about a month, and it's very hard for the low spender or the free to play to even get it to rank 10 or rank 8 unless you've been saving a lot of resources, for the past months.
Yeah, on a positive note, I love how these things cosmetically look. I mean, it doesn't look like a gem. It looks like a weapon. I think it looks cool.
Yeah.
They did a nice job with that. For people that are going to want to use it long time, kind of like the Berserk gem. What was that one called? I forget the name of it. Do you remember?
The Crimson
Crimson Behelit. Yeah, that one,
Yeah.
I liked it. I used it actually for a bit, but I got it up to rank 10 while it was out because it was a limited time event. So this is going to be a similar situation. Now, we have seen with Morn Skull that limited time events can return, so you never know. And I actually had some people messaging me on Discord saying that they were hoping that this gem would actually be the Behelit again because people wanted to be able to enhance it even more. But you never know when it's going to return or not.
So I think like the only reason why the Morn Skull came back is because it is also a Blizzard IP, right? World of Warcraft is part of the same company, so they basically shake hands and they bring it back. But whenever you're talking about an external IP, I feel like it is gonna be harder to bring those things back into the game. So yeah, a lot of FOMO regarding this. For many people, whenever we had, for example, the Mana Flux, which was the 2-star from the Earthstone collab event,
Mm-hmm.
that was one that a lot of free-to-play players, they were happy with because the gem was not that interesting, so a lot of people didn't pull for it. So there's always like these, bittersweet, like if it is too powerful, people really want it, but sometimes you don't have the resources. But if it sucks, well, then people get disappointed and they're also not going to pull. So it is kind of hard to find like the middle ground for it. So if you also see here on this like description of the 2-star gem, we also have a damage increase. But the most important part is, like I said, like if you look at the Slayer's Rage, it's gonna be a buff that's gonna stack up to 6 times. But then, like one thing that I don't like that Blizzard does is like they give us the description, but then it is always missing like the final percentage to actually get to know like if it is gonna be a good gem or not. I'll say that on paper, this feels like more a PvE gem that you're gonna be able to just run with it and have like a all the time some movement speed and damage constantly. For
Mm-hmm.
PvP, the fact that you need to slay a player means that while you don't slay a player, you're actually gonna have like 0 stacks, so it's gonna be like quite useless. So I'll probably don't I will not use this for PvP.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. If you have to kill someone for it to actually work, it's not helping you kill someone until
Yeah,
after.
exactly. It's like you
Yeah.
have a dead slot while you kill a player. Afterwards, may be powerful, but I don't like the trigger.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I makes a lot of sense. All right, talking about the new Phantom Market cosmetics. I mean, these are typically good. The Berserk one, which was my favorite collab ever, was good. I like the Doom IP. This is the little splash screen of it right here, but we do have some other things as well. What do you think of this one? Do you like the look of it overall?
So on this one, I have like some mixed feelings because like for example, on this Necromancer, I think the weapons are looking really good,
Yeah.
but I am not liking the way they made the armor itself. Not like the biggest fan. Like I saw like some people saying that he looks like a battle pass cosmetic. I think that's maybe a bit too much, but yeah, I don't know about this one, honestly. I still need to see on the barb. Probably if I had to guess, it's I only use, for example, a necromancer. Yeah, probably will be a skip for me on this one.
Okay, well, I don't think it looks like a battle pass cosmetic. First of all, I think it's definitely
Yeah.
nicer than that. There was one of them, and we'll go through all of them right here. There was one of them in the patch notes that I thought looked good. It's actually this. I like the helmet on this one. It reminds me, it looks like a very Doom-like helmet.
Yeah.
Although this wasn't the one that I think was in the patch notes, but I think it's cool looking, and it's got the whole aesthetic of Doom and all that stuff that
Yeah, it's
everyone's.
it's way less flashy. I think the weapons are looking badass. That's for sure. The armor. The good thing is also like inside the game is like you can actually, if you have like multiple Phantom cosmetics or multiple cosmetics, you can actually mix and match them like with the difference. So here you can actually probably just look at this weapon. I
Yeah,
love this weapon.
that's a cool one.
The weapon here looks absolutely godly. And you imagine like if you actually pair these like with some forest, like I don't know, like for the druid, I think this weapon looks very cool. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I think this is actually the best cosmetic for the druid. I'm not really a huge fan of the aesthetic. This one right here looks probably tougher than most of the others. This is the one that I saw in the patch notes that I thought looked really cool. The Blood Knight
Yeah.
actually, and I don't typically like Blood Knight ones, but I like the helmet. I think the weapon looks pretty cool. It doesn't poke through the back with the cape like it typically
Yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe a
The
little bit.
only thing I will probably put here, usually the Blood Knight has like huge shoulders, so I
Yeah.
will probably like just make the shoulders slightly bigger. But yeah, I mean like cosmetics is always like according to your taste,
Of
like if
course.
you really love it, you buy it. If you don't like it, you don't buy it. That's just how it is. Like it's not something that will increase your power. It's just probably gonna make you look cooler. And if you want it, you want it. And yeah. But I will, if I have to give, I will probably give like maybe a 6 out of 10 on this one.
Yeah, I will say though, they didn't give us like the Barbarian and Crusader are often like the
Yeah,
best
I
looking
know.
ones. Yeah.
So that's what I actually said on my video that why they are not like whenever they showcase like the new Phantom cosmetics or Battle Pass, why you don't put like the most popular classes? Not only the most popular classes, but the classes that usually they tend to look the best. You know, you have
Yeah.
Barbarian male, you
Oh
have
no.
Crusader male, you have like Wizard or Demon Hunter female. Those tend to be like the highlights. So I don't know. Maybe it's on purpose so it gives like some surprise effect.
Yeah.
But if you want to excite players, especially regarding your cosmetics, I will definitely just like look at all of them and just like, okay, what are the best? And I will just put it like,
And just
so
show them. Yeah, I
yeah,
think I bet you it is some type of a surprise. Like they're trying to surprise everyone with the coolest ones. But at the end of the day, is what it is. I think I kind of like it. The whole the Doom collab cosmetics.
yeah.
I also like the ones that are there for the pets, which we have right here. So is this a mount type pet or is this just a big ass pet?
This is the best pet. Okay,
Okay.
this is absolutely the best pet. So you get this pet if you get the Phantom cosmetic. So
Yeah.
it's part of it, which is
That's
in a way
nice.
it's nice because you get a pet plus the Phantom cosmetic. But look at this pet, bro. Like this pet is massive. It's like if you have your character next to it, it's like literally almost the same size. Not only that, it flies in. Yeah, it looks like it is a mount because it
It
is that big,
does.
and it could be cool if in the future we have a mount. But no, it's just a freaking cool pet. It's my favorite pet, like in that we have right now in the game for sure.
I recently got the golden bird, which I actually like. It's like minimalistic and glistening, but this
Hmm.
I agree, man. This thing is pretty badass. But
And the thing is, like, it fits Diablo Immortal.
yeah,
I
it's
don't think like the golem, the stone golem, and like even the bird. The bird is okay, but like this, I feel like it is demonic. It's like it has like a bit of like cyborg kind of style. I think it fits perfectly. I love it. I love it.
you ever hear of biomechanical? I have you ever heard of that like type of artwork?
No.
Okay,
I
it's
mean, I know the biomechanical arms or something like
yeah,
that. Like robotic things.
it's like creature or human
Okay,
mixed with
like
like
cyborg.
mechanicals. Yeah, and it's honestly it looks like here Diablo Immortal went biomechanical. Like they got some of the mechanical
Mm,
like Terminator, right? Half human, half well, actually he
yeah.
wasn't half human at all. But you know what I'm trying to say. I always like that kind of artwork and I think it's cool there. Cool here. This one's just go. This reminds me of that guy from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Who's the guy that would be in the? I gotta find a picture of this. All right, here it is, Indez. It's Krang from the Teenage Mutant. So it's obviously different, but when I
Yeah.
saw this thing, I'm like, that reminds me of him. But then I realized, okay, it doesn't have one eye and all that stuff. But it did remind me of it when I first saw him.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
actually, like this kind of throws me back. Like I didn't even remember, but as soon as you said it, I kind of remember like the
Yeah,
image. That one, I think it is a brain. Like that's how it is. But
yeah.
here, the cool thing about this one, it is the butts.
It is the butt.
It has like it has like a cute, like look at his back. Whenever he turns back, which you're gonna see his back most of the times, it looks like he has like these two like butts, like he's doing squats or something.
Indez likes
I
its
don't know.
butt. That's so
This,
funny.
this looks like it is a cute one.
Yeah.
Even if it is demonic, I just think like it is. It's like this one you have to buy from the shop. Okay, so you actually it's like you have to buy separate the same way as you could buy the bird.
Okay.
Probably maybe it will also come like with some other extra things. But yeah, like regardless, I think they both look cool. Personally I prefer the other one.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one is also funny.
All right, so neither of the the pet cosmetics you can get are free because in the past we've gotten some free versions, but both of these are paid in different ways.
Yes, yes. So like on the World of Warcraft, we got the one Murloc for free,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Then there was one time during the Hearthstone like collab that there was that glitch. You remember that if you claimed the free thing from the BattleNet, you could get like this core hunt, which is a dog with like two heads. Let's
Yeah,
find
yeah,
the
yeah.
one.
Yep. Oh yeah, that
Uh,
one was free
that,
though
that
too, wasn't it?
No, it was not free. You had to make a purchase through
Oh,
the Battle.net. But then we found
yes.
out the glitch that you could get it for free if you just claimed the free
Yeah, yeah.
set item.
Reward. That was
So
only
that was
that was
funny.
cheap though. That was like $1 or something for that one. They just wanted you to make any purchase and you would unlock that one. And
Yeah,
then there was
it's called like the icebreaker purchase,
yes.
right, in the mobile
Yeah.
games, the 99 cents one. Because once you put that credit card and you start swiping,
It's
you
easy.
probably don't will not. Yeah, it's easy. Oh, just another dollar. Oh, this is just $5. Oh, this is a good pack for 29 with the
Yes.
99.
That's the worst. That but you're totally true. And then there was the green rock guy where you could get the base form and then you could like get the
Yeah, that was the
beard and
Golem
stuff.
one.
Yeah. Eh.
One thing that I like, okay, even if I was not like the biggest fan of like the stone golem, I really like the fact that you could customize it. I think that part was really fun. And I'm actually surprised that they didn't do more of that like in the future. Maybe like I thought it was gonna be like a new type, like from now onwards, like any pay to
Upgradable.
win pet was gonna have like that. You can change the cosmetic. And
It probably
imagine
didn't
like
work.
how cool. Maybe it didn't work. Maybe I think like if they didn't get like a lot of sales, I think it has to do because like the pet was maybe not fitting as well, like with the Diablo Immortal. But
Mhm.
imagine like if you can get a pet and then you get like this guy, and imagine like you have to do some quest or you have to do like a certain achievement in Slayer's Bane to unlock maybe a different color of the same pet. Like you can make the collab so much more interesting just by putting maybe some in-game rewards that will also feed into your purchase.
And that's actually good because it would promote people actually playing the game more as well to
Yeah.
unlock different upgrades. That's actually a great idea. I like that a lot. You could do that.
Yeah, imagine like you
Yeah.
get the pet and the pet will look like in a certain way, and then if you just do like an achievement inside the game, you have to do 10 times Survivor's Bane, or you have to beat Survivor Bane in the challenge mode, and you unlock like the green wings. I don't know, like
Yeah.
just something that will actually makes you wanna play and beat the game.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. And it enforces more people putting more game play time, which is supportive
Yeah.
of the game as well. Cool. Let's get rid of this. Get back to the patch notes. What other things from the notes do you want to talk about? Do we want to talk about? I mean, we got a bunch of events that are coming to the game as well, right? Like, there's nothing crazy there.
Yeah.
We do have stuff regarding the nerfs to the
Sure.
wizard.
No, there's something important that I also want to mention is like right at the start of the patch notes. They are not mentioning, usually, whenever we have a collab, there is
Yeah.
something that people are really excited for, which is 10 free legendary crests, right?
Yeah.
Every collab that we had, 10 free legendary crests. This time they are actually not showcasing anything in any patch notes regarding it. Maybe it's gonna be a surprise, and maybe whenever you log in, you're gonna have 10 legendary crests. But in none of the parts that I read on the patch notes, it says that. But there is also something that they are now going to do with the Battle.net. They are trying to push more purchase through the Battle.net,
Yeah.
because I think on the Battle.net you don't pay as much money because of like the Google and Apple Pay commissions. So they are giving us for free every month a Turtleak Pearl. So you remember like a few weeks ago that you could go on the Battle.net, you could claim one Turtleak Pearl, one gem fragment, and one set item. So now they said, you know what, you guys saw these, now we're going to start doing these monthly, which
Yeah.
means especially for free-to-play players or low spenders that you're going to have 12 more Turtleak Pearls of income during the year. It's not like the biggest thing in the world, but it is
Yeah.
definitely almost half of a 5-star.
I mean, that's what people are going to say. 12 Teloric pearls in a year, so it's going to take me 4 years to get enough Teloric pearls to craft one gem.
Yeah, but then you have to also add on all the Turtleak pearls that you get
Yes,
from
I
like
know.
the events, and like if you get like the battle pass and these things, everything adds up to it, right?
Yes.
Also, they are doing another thing which I thought it was interesting on the Battle.net. They are now trying to promote very specific gem packs. Okay, so they
Oh,
are
I
gonna
like
make,
that a
like,
lot. Yes.
cheaper packs, but the thing is not about being cheaper or not. The thing is like it is probably one of the first times that we are having something outside of the banner gem. Usually, whenever we have the Leviathan Tomb that we just had right now, we had all the packs that are very specific and dedicated to a certain gem. But these ones are going to be and starting with a Bottle Hope. Bottle Hope,
Yes.
it is one gem that a lot of people they have it. Probably they want to keep upgrading it to try to go to maybe to rank 6, rank 7, and all those ranks. But the curious part is that I think it is actually a very smart way for Blizzard to probably get a bit more extra money out of these, just because you're gonna have like dedicated packs for the gems. What do you think about this?
I saw that too. I'm glad that you brought it up because it's definitely worth discussion. I think it's a great feature. I think it's a great way for them to make more money. And at least for me, I am someone that uses a bottled hope. I'd rather just go buy the pack and be guaranteed that I'm getting the gems that I need for the upgrade versus buying legendary crests and going off like I'm in the casino. So if they would do a rotating pack, you get so it even they're probably doing bottled hope because it's one of the older gems. Maybe they're trying to give bring it back, have people spend on it again. But depending on what the packs look like, how fairly priced they are, and how many you could actually get, like, are they going to sell enough so that we could actually get ourselves to a rank 10? Like, is it going to be unlimited purchases like that, or is it going to be you're limited to X amount type thing? Like, I could
I feel like as long as they keep rotating like the S tier gems, legendary gems, right? Like Rotting Consequence, Bloodsoaked Jade, the Bottle Hope, Hunt Coils, and all these things. I mean, probably most players or most spenders, let's say, will probably buy a few packs because, like you said, why take the gamble whenever you probably can just get one pack that probably maybe is going to be cheaper, and even if it's slightly more expensive, but you have the 100% guarantee that you're going to have exactly what you want. Yeah, probably I think it is a smart move in terms of like business, I would say.
I mean, it could really drastically. I like the legendary crest mechanic because it's fun. It adds that like chest opening mechanic. But when you're talking about how much money you have to spend to be successful in upgrading a gem, I love this idea. I wonder if it's going to kind of start replacing how people upgrade their gems. Like if big spenders are just going to, if Blizzard
I feel like it will just add up because I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be maybe like 2 or 3 packs, and once you buy those, it's gone, right? So maybe it's gonna give you like maybe 2 or 3 copies. I mean, I didn't see the packs, but that's what I'll guess. I don't see them also making a pack that you just I go there and I buy like 100 copies. Imagine that.
I mean, I think it should be. Why I agree.
You think it should be repeatable?
So I agree that I don't think it is going to be, but I think you should be able to, it could be packs of 3 or whatever, or they could even do it, up. There's many ways they could do this, but they could do it with like 3 per pack, and you could buy an unlimited number of packs, or it could be like your upgrade pack. If you want to take your gem from rank 6 to 7, here's all the gem power, here's the gems that you need for it, and they could sell whole bundles. So
I just thought, can you imagine like in the future if they sell? I just thought, because you said upgrade, but then you said the ranks. But I thought, what if they actually can sell? Like you already have on the Gem Surge the ability of upgrading the quality from like 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5.
Yep.
But imagine like if in the future they just like sell you the upgrade. Like I don't even know how much that will cost to make like a 5-star, a 5 out of 5. But there's also that possibility that in the future they probably can also do that.
Yeah, I mean, they could do they could do anything that they want, but they could. Yeah. I mean, you could buy what they're going to sell in the shop are 2-star copies, right? The duplicates for it, but what's stopping them from selling a 5-star, top level 1 if you want to get that final upgrade, or the tokens that you need to rank it up.
That already exists like in certain packs, and for example, whenever we have the Phantom, it's not Phantom Market. It's like that one you have to make 8 purchase, and then at the end it is a guarantee that's going to give you a selectable like 5 out of 5.
I never remember the name of that one, but I do it almost every time.
Phantom Gallery?
Yes, it's the Phantom Gallery. Yes.
Okay, yeah, that one.
Yeah, I mean that's another great.
That is like quite expensive to reach there. But if you are a big spender, like people, I have heard like big spenders saying that it's actually worth for them than actually just buy in plat packs and then go to the shop and buy like a 5 out of 5 or something like that, you know?
I've heard from big spenders that it's the best way to spend if you're looking to upgrade
Yeah.
legendary gems. And for me, I'm not a big spender, but a lot of the things that I do buy, they come with some orbs as well. I just save those
Yeah.
orbs for that event, and when that event comes, I think I go up to level 7 of that, because then I'm guaranteeing myself, I believe it's 5 copies of whatever legendary gem I want, which
Yeah,
is
that's pretty solid.
yeah, it is pretty solid. You don't have to go the full way, and then you could worry about upgrading it, to whatever,
Yeah.
in another way. All right, so what's been going on in the background is just some gameplay showing the cosmetic and what it looks like in action with different classes. Something I will highlight is I like the way that the cape looks. That red cape that kind of pulls behind. I think it looks pretty cool on all of them.
I
If they
think
move.
that's not the cape. I think like the Phantom cosmetics, whenever you walk, they leave like a trail effect. I
Yeah.
think that's the thing.
Yeah, it looks like a cape, but it could be it could be the trailing effect that just looks like a cape. I think it looks cool.
I think it is.
But that's a
Yeah, that
30
looks
day.
great ass.
That's a 30-day thing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
No, you actually can keep this one. The 30 days one are the special effects whenever you get the kills, and also those things on
Auras.
near your feet. Yeah, the auras around
So
you.
okay, so this is
This
actually
one you
pretty
can keep
sweet
this
then.
one.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like the way that it looks in motion. One last thing that we have to talk about are the free cosmetics that you can get right here. This is an awful image that we have of it. It doesn't lend any like cool factor to it. It's a placeholder image. Obviously, this will be live somewhere at some point better. But basically, you're going to be able to get some free cosmetics from this, just like we did the Berserk, which are still some of my favorite cosmetics. I absolutely love them and use them. You just mentioned to me something about 10 armory effect weapon cosmetics.
Yeah. So if you look at it, it says 10. And how many classes we have? We have 9. So it makes me believe that during this collab event, we also gonna gain the first cosmetic for the Warlock. I mean, it is. I think it adds up. Like, so why would I have one class having 2 cosmetics, right? So yeah, I feel like they're probably gonna have the first Warlock cosmetic, which also makes me think that will this Phantom Market cosmetic, the Slayer one, will also be available to use whenever the Warlock will come out? Because as you know, like that's the biggest complaint like about the communities. Like whenever there is a new class coming in, then all the other Phantom cosmetics that you bought and all the other cosmetics, they are just not going to work with the new class, because obviously new class, and if you have to update and redo all the old cosmetics, will be probably a lot of work. And maybe sometimes new classes, they also have new tech and like new ways and new movements and animations, so sometimes it's like really hard to even like fit the previous cosmetics into it. But I think like Blizzard should really clarify if the new Phantom cosmetics actually also gonna work on the Warlock, because maybe some people will also consider to get it if he adds that extra value.
That's a great point. I think it would be a great move by them to make this and even the Phantom Market cosmetic available. It's just kind of like it's like the right thing to do, because the new class is coming in a month or so. It would probably make people that are maybe on the fence say, "Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna buy it because it's gonna be there on the new class when it drops." Would be a smart play.
Because if you remember, whenever we went to Blizzard HQ and we were trying the Druid, there was like the Black Angel, like I don't know the name of the skin.
Yeah.
The Deadly Wisdom, I think. The all black, and the cosmetic came almost a month before the Druid actually came out, but whenever the Druid came, you could actually use it. So that was also really nice. So that's the only thing that actually makes me believe that probably these cosmetics, they will also work on the Warlock.
Yeah.
Which I'm really excited to try it.
Yeah, of course. The Warlock is going to be fun. It's always fun when we have a new class come into the game, which is the next big thing, I think, for us, Indez. Any last things regarding this update, which is, by the way, coming at the time you guys are watching this in just about 2 days? Anything else you want to touch on?
I mean, I'm gonna be in Germany trying it out. So if anyone wants to come by and say hi to me and Orit, it's gonna be nice. I don't know if I'm gonna be live streaming it, but it's like, man, after seeing so many like fairy wings and like so many like things that I was like, what are they doing with my Diablo Immortal, right? Those things were just not feeling like Diablo. It was good to see, a new update with a new collab that actually, in my opinion, as a player, fits the proper, aesthetic of the game. And I'm very excited. Also, I think they went a bit beyond. So they just didn't give us like a Survivor's Bane green skin. They actually put some effort. They created like these new skins. We'll have to see if the new start it is gonna be good to have or not. I still think like if it is a limited one, I think it is gonna be like pretty good to have. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have at least 24% damage boost and everything else like. I mean, the cosmetic we'll have to see. I think it is okay, but yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this collab and the hype that's going to bring to it.
Yeah, so far I am as well. I think the cosmetic itself, and I know a lot of people don't care about the cosmetic because most people aren't going to buy it, but I think it's going to look good. I like the idea of it. It also kind of has like a Halo vibe to it because of all the green and the armor. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad to see that you are as well. Enjoy your trip to Germany. Say hi to Oroth for me. That's going to be an awesome trip. Hopefully you run into some fans over there, man.
But I want to remind you about something.
What?
We forgot to talk about the class changes because we just had some big class changes coming to the wizard, which pretty much will kill the whole class. And the
we
wizards
didn't talk about that.
You want to add that?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's talk about it right now, man. Yeah, I spoke about this in my video yesterday, breaking it down, but they freaking ripped everything out of the wizard, and they said they don't want people to have their fingers hurting anymore, basically.
Yeah, so we're not gonna go like into very specific. I was just gonna do like a slight TLDR, but basically the temporal facade, it is like literally one of the meta ancestors for wizard. You can use it all over the place for farming, dungeons, raids, PvP. It was very, very powerful. Some people were complaining because they didn't like the meta, how it feels. The sweaties, they love it because it was the only way for the wizard to actually be competitive when in terms of damage. But now they are making like this huge change. I feel like it's just gonna kill like the whole wizard class and when I say kill, I mean probably kill it from being at the meta. So I think like it is just gonna be like gonna bring the wizard to the place that he used to be in the past, maybe like A tier or B tier. And they are trying to also like change like other ancestors, like with the ice armor, with the ray and all of these things. But I think like the other changes that they actually made are very like insignificant compared to the heavy nerf that they just had on that one. There's also like some Tempest changes, and the Tempest is getting a nice boost. Like they already had like the skin partner, which is the answers that makes you like on the rolling surf, and then you shoot these water bananas. So basically, you're just gonna have some extra movement speed. It's gonna be easier for you to do higher damage, and the holding anchor, the pants are gonna have also a boost. Instead of only being the bleed, it's gonna be knock up and the bleed, and it's pretty much in a TLDR all the class changes. I feel like if I was a wizard, I understand the sentiment, because imagine like, what is a class that you really like to play? You like to play what? Barbarian and Crusader, right?
Correct.
Imagine if they just remove like a very like they remove the horse from the Crusader, right? That will be like devastating, right? Yeah. So it is a very big change. And unfortunately, I think like they couldn't find a better way to solve this. Even if they nerf like the cooldown, it was still gonna be very powerful. So we'll have to see. Hopefully, new answers will come for Inferno 12, and we're gonna have like something better.
Yeah, hopefully. This is a big hit, though, to the Wizard. It's even a bigger hit to my Flicker Tone build for the Barbarian being nerfed. I'm still butthurt about that, and it's been a year.
Yep.
So, yeah. But, yeah, rip all Wizards, but there will be another way. The meta will be found. Indez, thanks for coming through, man. I always love breaking these down with you. I will do it every single time, and I hope you have a great trip over there in Germany, man.
Thank you, man. It was really nice to be here, and to all the legends, and to all of your fans, man. Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. I'll be leaving Indez's channel in the description of this video. Go check him out. He'll probably put something out about his trip as well, which you're going to want to see, in addition to his guides and to his live streams that he regularly does as well. Go check him out. Link down below. See you guys in the next one.